Welcome to SchuyLab, an innovative, Windows-based, graphical laboratory information system. This quick overview is designed to give you a brief tour of SchuyLab. We start by signing on, using a unique ID and a unique password. SchuyLab lets you look up a patient by their last name and first name, by their patient ID number, by their date of birth, by their client, or by any combination of these fields. Let us select an existing patient, Ginger Smith. We select her from the list, and SchuyLab brings up the patient processing screen for that patient. Now, we can look at the current accessions on Ginger Smith, or we can create a new accession. An accession ID number is required for every accession. The draw date and time will default to the current date and time, but they can be overridden. Notes can be added to almost anything in SchuyLab. You can type in your own free text, and save it, or you can select from one of the lab's customized pre-recorded notes. These are called note codes. The ordering doctor will default to the doctor of record unless you override it, and you have 8 fields in which you can enter diagnosis codes. We say OK, and now we can order the tests. The ordering screen can be customized for your lab's needs, your tests, your panels. The main screen will have the things you order most frequently, but it can also be divided into the departments for your laboratory. Each of these is fully customizable. In this case, let's order a CBC and a basic metabolic panel. When we're done, we select F10 to save these changes. At this point, we've triggered the medical necessity module. The CBC is covered by the diagnosis code that has been entered for cholera, but the basic metabolic panel is not. If I click on the basic metabolic panel, it will display all the ICD codes that are linked to this procedure, and I may choose from the list. Failing that, I can override the medical necessity module, since I have the security procedure that allows me to do that. It will ask me if I wish to print an ABN form, and at this point I'm going to say no, not really, thank you. Now, let's take a look at the patient's previous results by going into View Results. The prior result is here. We can examine any one of these particular tests, and if we click on, for example, the hemoglobin, we can examine it in greater detail. It will give us the normal range for this test, the current value, the prior history of this patient, the critical range, the instrument linearity. Now, of course, you will want your lab to interface to all of your instruments, and that is done through the F4 Devices screen. Here, for example, is a CBC analyzer, and clicking on this shows us a CBC that has been done for Ginger Smith. If these results look valid to us, we simply hit the Accept button, and those values are now stored in the patient file. They are gone from this screen. We can go back into Ginger Smith and view those results and see them there. And there they are. In a similar manner, we can accept controls online as well through F4 Devices, a different instrument this time, a chemistry analyzer. This shows us a sodium control. It is within range for the level 1, and we can simply click on the Accept button, and that data is stored, this time in a QC file and not in the patient file. For tests that are done on the bench, you can efficiently enter the results by using the worksheet function. We can call up a screen worksheet. Go to Enter Results, ask for the list of worksheets, select the one, let's say this one, for the thyroids, and select all of them. This worksheet has the same patients in the same order with the same tests as that piece of paper you were scribbling your results on. Of course, it's a whole lot neater. You can now enter the results here and add annotation notes on any one of those results before accepting them. SchuyLab has a variety of reporting options as well. Logging options, management tools, all found here under the printing features. We can print a data log or an order log showing what had been ordered for the day, an outstanding test log which shows what has been pending, The accepted log, which shows what has been done, and a variety of demographics reports that allow you to give summaries and patient demographics on what has been done in a different range. Various optional features are available to enhance the workflow and profitability of your lab. These include billing, batch requisition, automatic faxing, the microbiology module, the medical necessity module that we've seen earlier, QC, barcodes, and many, many others. Under Tools are where we have the basic setup for SchuyLab, and SchuyLab has the potential for an unlimited number of tests and panels to be set up. Each test is defined on this list, and we may go down this list, showing, let us say, the hemoglobin again. We can enter the normal range, the critical range, the linear range. If it is a calculated test, we may enter the calculation here. SchuyLab also supports a wide variety of gender and age-specific ranges, where the age can be entered, the gender can be entered, and what is called the patient type can be entered as well. These are standard ranges, critical ranges, interpretive ranges, all are available. This has been a brief overview of the SchuyLab system.